The future of cryptocurrency is dull, and so cheerful. It's important to remember that when it comes to economics, boring can be exactly what you're looking for. Crypto markets continue to be riddled with mysteries, but they are beginning to reveal theirs. The last few months of turmoil have demonstrated what Bitcoin and other crypto assets are good for. They are advanced globalization tools, luxury items for complex, well-functioning markets, not defenses against hostile governments' depredations. One common story, particularly popular in libertarian circles, is that when inflation becomes rampant and governments seize private wealth, cryptocurrency will be a vital refuge. This story appears to be false more and more. Many of the truckers who descended on Ottawa had their bank accounts frozen by Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau in February. That action was quickly reversed, but the message was clear: political opponents' wealth is vulnerable. Payment providers also halted the flow of donated funds to the truckers. You'd think that crypto would have been used as a substitute, but that didn't happen. Since then, the rate of price inflation in the United States has risen to 7.9%, far higher than was widely expected a year ago. Given the turmoil in the oil and grain markets, European inflation rates appear set to rise as well. Nonetheless, both Bitcoin and Ether prices have fallen precipitously since November, and even more so since the beginning of March. Russia's attack on Ukraine has most likely increased the likelihood of a larger war, possibly involving nuclear weapons. However, this has not worked in crypto's favor. Wealth confiscation has been used against various Russian oligarchs, mostly in Europe, and the policies appear to be popular. However, one recent crypto price increase appears to be the result of a relatively tolerant executive order on crypto regulation issued by United States President Joe Biden. So, rather than considering crypto as a last resort for totalitarian, doomsday, or Mad Max scenarios, I propose a more mundane truth: the future of crypto assets lies in joining the financial and regulatory establishment, rather than rebelling against it. If the majority of the world is going to hell, crypto will suffer. Crypto will be most effective when used in conjunction with other financial networks, rather than as a replacement for them. Consider some of the legitimate applications for crypto. Perhaps entrepreneurs will create a significant online metaverse that crosses national borders and allows for fruitful interactions, including commercial ones. For many transactions, particularly micropayments, crypto transfers may make more sense than attempting to process all transactions through existing dollar networks. At the very least, there is the promise that crypto will be faster, more reliable, and more secure. When global trading networks and internet connections are stable, crypto is worth the most in this scenario. They are currently moving in the opposite direction, and as a result, the price of cryptocurrency is falling. The reality is that the crypto world has always been a globalized product. Consider DeFi, which stands for decentralized finance. DeFi's true potential is in lending across long distances, such as sending funds to the most talented entrepreneurs in Africa or Southeast Asia, or even Russia and Ukraine. That, like the metaverse, is unrealized potential, but it has been and continues to be a possibility. Consider any of the dozens of other productive uses for crypto, which may be currently unnoticed or unimagined, just as NFTs were not a thing until relatively recently. These applications, like loans, will only see their best and most rapid development in a stable and globalized global economy. It's encouraging to see so many people donating cryptocurrency to Ukraine's resistance. However, the real future of cryptocurrency is in long-term commerce, not one-time transfers. I can't help but notice that Vitalik Buterin, the creator of the Ethereum blockchain, is from Ukraine. A stable Ukraine, or even Russia, is more likely to produce such value-adding entrepreneurs. To be clear, this is not a skeptic's case against cryptocurrency. If cryptocurrency is useful for more than one doomsday scenario, its value should rise in tandem with a stronger and more stable global economy. That is precisely what the current drop in crypto market prices indicates. It's also important to set aside the apocalyptic scenarios for cryptocurrency. In such worlds, nothing is likely to work well or have a high value. Someday, perhaps, though that day appears to be a long way off, cryptocurrency may well become just another boring financial instrument. If and when that day comes, keep in mind that, when it comes to economic matters, boring can be exactly what you're looking for.